Looking fine. Well, looking intentionally and hopefully appropriately disheveled is what I'm actually aiming for. How's everybody doing? Hope your week has been going okay. I feel like I'm starting this off too cheery and upbeat. Not appropriate for the theme. It's okay. I'm sure we're going to get like weirded out and confused and a little bit draggled relatively quickly as well. Did I wash the outfit? The shirt, yeah. I mean, not the jacket or the tie. I mean, I would be drowning the tie. That would be terrible. You're right. My character is wearing a mesh shirt. Now, unfortunately, I do not own one in real life. Otherwise, it might be great. I have to be honest. I am loving the drama trait quite a lot. I might be liking the drama more than any of the other traits so far. We'll see. Once we get more Inland Empire, maybe we'll get even more dialogue with more objects, and it's going to be a absolute hoot. I will remind everyone there's a blind playthrough as much as possible if we could avoid spoilers, including like mechanical things, unless I'm specifically asking for it, because I think this is very much the sort of game that benefits from calculated mistakes, perhaps? That sort of thing. Also, I have a very obsessive brain, so even if you think you're being really sly with your spoiler, first of all, people aren't usually as sly as they think, and secondly, it's going to make me obsess over it, which might affect things, you know? It's kind of like the whole, it's like the uncertainty principle in physics, right? Something you can change something by observing it. Well, here, sort of a similar kind of thing, so we'll see what we can do about this. Favorite is Inland Empire, just for the name. It's a pretty good name. Now, I'm trying to remember if I was fully satisfied and felt like I was complete over here in the library, and I think so. After we've been in here for over 3 hours of real gameplay time. I think we're heading out. I think our plan is to go and check with that gardener lady, see if we can borrow her gloves and a smelling salt. It's also quite late in the day. I don't have that much money, and I haven't paid my tab over at the hostel. Now, my whole thing, I've been saying all... Hey! Thank you very much, Hard Hat. 1 second. I've been saying all along, it's fine, I'll sleep in the car. I don't know, for all I know, there's not a mechanic for, like, sleeping in the streets or sleeping in the car or something like that, or bullshitting our way past the concierge. Well, it's the manager there. We're gonna see. I don't know what that's like. I know there were a couple of rooms back at the hostel. I keep saying hostel. I don't know what it's actually referred to. But I know there was a couple of places that opened later in the day, which it's definitely there for. We'll see. But I'm gonna see if that gardener lady is still outside first. I think that's the plan. You're trying to finish the research thing that makes all the red checks fail? Yeah, well, that's the other thing, too. That's an excellent point. We have this going on. We did do some reading to progress this. I don't know how much of a concern it's going to be right now if all the red checks fail. And I have heard many times, like, it's fine if checks fail. It can add to the story and things. You don't get boxed out of things. So we will see. Hostel cafeteria, yeah. So hostel part is correct. Wait, why are we getting near the map? Wasn't our whole stream where we explored the whole building? Did I dream it? Yeah. But we finished that. We went through over here. We saw Iggy Stardust over here. We went through all that. I came back here because there was a book I had wanted to buy, which we have now purchased. Although the book may or may not be glitched in that we can't try different recipes. It's kind of weird, but we'll see. But yeah, we talked to her. I think we resolved the curse. I mean, we could take a look at the various quests over here that we've got, but... talk to Garte again, inspect the body. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to remember that we're back on a job over here. So we're gonna try to get ammonia from the gardener or the fruit store. And there was a possibility we might be able to ask her for gloves. So I think we're gonna do that. On a shelf I missed. What? One shelf I missed. Did I? Really? Oops. Okay, I did that. I did this one. I did that. I did that. Because I didn't do this on Saturday. On Saturday I didn't do this one. But we dealt with this on Monday. We've done this. We've done this. I'm sure of it. Maybe the ice cream machine defrost. You know what? That's a good point. It has been some time, because we've been sitting around reading the book. Let's go and check the ice cream machine, and then finally leave this cursed building. That's the actual curse of this building. The curse is that you can never leave the building. But yeah, I'll go pop back downstairs one more time. We'll check the ice cream machine. Because I unplugged everything. We still need a password for the computer as well.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
I don't get it.
Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
But the question is, which did they start with and which did they pivot to? We actually know that, I think, from talking to Niha, the dice lady.
That's a good question.
Strange leap of imagination, and yet they still failed. How sad.
Reality is ruthless.
That's true. Right, up here, then through this door brings us to the basement. I guess we can just go out the back door from here, too. It's this ice cream maker here. Is it still frozen?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melts.
It's slowly melting. Maybe we'll try tomorrow. Okay, let's pop outside. Oh.
All around you,
hey, Shivers!
rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters.
Love the zoom out!
Away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The
My
shoulders
mesh
of
shirt.
your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol
I
cloak.
could go for my cloak. What's in this one that says, motherfucker?
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They
There-
sell them there.
Are raincoats there? I wonder if I'm going to take health damage. I might go for my cloak, though, but first, is the gardener lady still there? She is still there. Now, if there's any red checks, we'll auto-fail right now. It's raining again. The young woman stares up at the overladen sky.
It was clear just an hour ago.
Do you still have your salts? I think I could use some.
Sure. I'm done with them.
Takes a small capsule out of her breast pocket and hands them to
Go
you.
easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Maybe I can't ask her for her gloves. Because I'm not sure that this...
Excuse.
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Oh. Well, I didn't write it there.
Oh, we'd asked all these
Just
questions.
sitting. I don't know anything.
Pig is a widely used term for
Maybe we
men
hadn't.
who
It wasn't grayed
is
out.
not loving.
No need to worry. We are not saying.
Maybe because last time, because of the empathy, we're like, oh yeah, we won't press her. And this time we're like, hey,
Okay. Well, I didn't. Since the street sign's messed up? Okay, no problem.
well, I guess we can't ask for her gloves. Maybe it's possible we've never been able to get it, but all right, we've got smelling salts, so we can observe the rotting corpse now. Okay, that's grayed out. Now, an ampoule of ammonia, a thin glass tube wrapped in cotton netting, used to treat fainting spells, produced by Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. So this isn't something I actively use because it's not in tools or interact. So presumably it's just going to add a new interaction to the dialogue over here. Ugh, I do not want to talk to that child.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
It's just +1 has ammonia? Oh my god. What the hell? Well, let's roll and see if we get the double sixes. It's a white check. We can retry it whenever we want.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You managed to keep it in once.
This was a single-use item. Oh. Okay.
The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Can't just get like a nose plug or something. The ammonia didn't help at all. I don't think I want to be a cop anymore. Didn't say nothing. I'd say the ammonia didn't help at all.
Nor does the wind right now.
You feel the lieutenant pat your back rhythmically.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
You know, that's interesting. I know the word crenellation. I've never thought of it as a singular object, a crenel. The pat, pat, pat reminds me, I think this is probably a TikTok. Someone's like flipping over pancakes and giving a little pat, pat, pat. And it's like someone commentating, some girl. Is it the same girl that's like with the person putting the shapes in the wrong holes on the toy? He's like pat, 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 flips over and then like just hovers and doesn't pat the pancake.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
I mean, the cumulative hangover might kill me at this point. Why can't I keep it in if I've been a cop my whole life? This is bullshit. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be a cop. Can't we do something else? I think I want to solve something else now. Do it without me. I can't keep it in. Why can't I keep it in if I've been a cop my whole life?
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets
Him
easier.
hold my hair.
You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, bag it.
That's your back again. Kim, you're such a bro.
Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
Jeez. You seem to be fine.
I think I've lost my sense of smell.
A white lie.
Not being hungover helps too.
I don't know, man. Maybe you should do it without me. I just can't keep it down.
No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help.
He withdraws his hand and looks you in the
You
eye.
need to get your shit together.
Yeah. But I don't want to get my shit together. My shit is already together. Well, that would be a bald-faced lie. I think I just got to be like, okay, you're right, man. You're right.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
Volumetric shit compressor.
You've gained a thought.
Yep.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
All right. After 8:30, quarter to 9. Yeah, God, what is that? Why is it so bad? I think we've done
Active
this.
decay.
Yeah.
He's about to blow.
Yeah, we're just gonna turn away. Okay. Volumetric shit compressor. 30 minutes. Your shit is apart, and it's we got to get our shit together. And it's rather unbecoming a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together, compressed in a small area to achieve a solid level of shit compression. Squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the 2 hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people. Maybe that will help. So there's no temporary research bonus. Just runs for 30 minutes. Yeah, sure. We'll internalize this. Equip and complete volumetric ship compressor thought. Okay. So it does force you to at least do one thing over here. Let's go back inside the building. Let's get out of the rain for a bit. Or I could try going for the rain cloak. It was a pretty bad roll. We got to go through here, and then up there and everything. And then I'm worried it might get me in an area I can't undo. You know what? I'm going inside. Screw this rain. I want to be indoors. That's what I want. I skipped shivers? What do you mean I skipped shivers? Was there an interaction I didn't see over here? A little pop-up. Oh. Hey, what is this?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says Whirling.
Oh, I didn't go through the 4 dialogue options. Yeah, and yeah, don't. If you want me to play exact like you did, we could do that, but that wouldn't be the same.
There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Oh, am I gonna get to talk to the trash container right now? Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
What do you think could be in there?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Yeah, there's a reason I mostly am not watching the chat actually as I play. People cannot contain the spoilering and backseating. Like, we just got to experience this organically, you know? Like you did the first time. Yes, I feel like there's something in there.
What do you mean, feel?
Again, we're not admitting to anything supernatural right now. We don't even believe it. We keep imagining that things talk to us, but it's surely just in our head, right? Just a hunch. Maybe someone threw something in there?
Mm-hmm.
How do we get the lock
We
open?
could try using a pry bar. The one you took from my motor carriage.
I literally have it in my hand. No ore. Pry bar. What's your ore? Or we could go looking for a key.
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in rags. He probably has one.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
Yeah, but we're going to try. Oh, what if it does damage to me again? All right. You know what? We'll just ask for a key first. And then if we can't get one, it's pry bar time. The letter R wears a crown. On the ribbon below, a light above descending. Letter R wear... No, hey! Dang it! A light above descending? Shoot, I really wish you could repeat those. So there's a letter R on the side. It says wears a crown. And then it's got some text. Annoying. Alright, I'm still going with plan. I'm going back inside. We've killed a few minutes. I think like 3 minutes since the last time we checked. Open trash container. Yeah. Alternatively use brute force. You just need a pry bar. Yeah. I've got the pry bar. Let's go inside. She's still there. Didn't that sign say come back after 1,300 hours? Oh, but this door is open now, which is nice. He didn't get the wing glued back on. He's still fiddling around with the bird here. So money? Can pay my hotel tab with this. An extra 50 cents. The dishes are drying. They smell of chemicals and pine trees. Ooh. An aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air. Vanilla vodka or something? Not much spices to go into that, though. I'm just sitting here stealing money from people. Standard RPG shit. Nobody cares.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook.
It's like ashing all over the food.
As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garte and Quebec.
Can't even begin to guess what language that would be.
Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garte Quebec. Please, it's not funny.
Well, now I've got to. Grazie. I have some questions to ask. I'm pronouncing it in an Italian way. Grazie.
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
You've got some impressive pots there?
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. Stay masculine?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
I'm going to touch the door. I'm going to stroke it.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
Try to push on the door. It'll be a pull door.
The door does not budge.
I wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I'm drawn to its cobalt blue. It's part of the Whirling rags. There's something about this place that makes me want to know. Out of duty, we may find something pertinent to investigation. You're right, nothing important. Let's go. Do we start to leak more of our thoughts to Kim? Mostly with Kim, especially at the start, right? We're just going to fake until we make it. We're going to deny. We're really starting to trust him. And I'm just wondering if we're just going to let some of our thoughts leak out a little bit more. It's already happened before when we did the war paint kind of thing. I'm drawn to its color blue.
It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation.
Why did that turn him into being like, yeah, you're right. It's blue. We should investigate. Yes, a mini side investigation. No, the door is a mega investigation. The door and the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation.
If you say so, Garte is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Say, the secret passages? There are strange doors in Whirling. No one knows where they lead. Find a way in and see what's hidden there in the hostile cafeteria's forgotten corners. Find a way into secret. How is this secret? It's a blue door. It seems... All right. Cool. All right. We got a few things to talk to Garte about. So let's get it done.
Can I help you?
These look dimmer. I think it's just because the background's going through. It almost looks like I've gone through these conversations before. Is this trash container out back yours? I mean, not yours personally, but the hotel's.
No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Yeah, I could see that coming a mile away.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
That's a great question, Kim.
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
What seems callous? No, it doesn't. Nothing stirs in me. And it isn't callous, common sense. No, I wonder what this feeling is. I'm getting a feeling. I'm going to analyze it. As I'm sobering up, I'm becoming more introspective, I think.
Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from before? Oh! I see. Yeah, I mean, you could just put it out for people. Comrade. Communist cop, exactly.
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in
Didn't
West
understand that reference.
They're trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist.
Thank you, Encyclopedia. You're very
He was a
useful.
leading figure on the Garte side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered
The 9/11
scientific
day
communism,
government.
Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say 9/11 that way. The voiceover said 9, the text said 11. That's what I meant. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism. Scientific communism, Mazov. Okay. Yum yum, tell me more.
He killed himself.
That changed the meaning of these two options kind of dramatically. What are you, Krasmazov? Oh, maybe I am Krasmazov. I don't know, maybe I am.
What are we talking about?
Oh, I said that out loud. Oh, that's funny. No, wait. Whisper and point to the back of your head. What if I am? No. Okay. We're trying to get our shit together right now, literally for the next 30 minutes. Next 10 or 15 minutes at this point. Yeah, let's return to that. Let's return to that.
Was there something you wanted?
We need those keys.
What for? Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container?
Maybe I am Krasmazov.
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Ooh, the lieutenant's voice is harsh and sudden.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
About that money, are you? I've seen something here at the Whirling Guard. Something I need to talk about. Wonder what? Maybe the blue door? We're gonna skip over the money question for a little bit.
What thing?
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved to Union. Did I? That must have been our first time through it. I'm still pretty bleary then, so I don't really remember it.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
I feel like that comment's, pointed at me.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
Authority. It's a shame you've got to suck up to the Union to stay afloat. Let it go. You're above gratuitous baiting. You know what? I want to retaliate. It's a shame you got to suck up the union, stay
I
afloat.
don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
Good point. Kim, you're the man. How do we find out?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
Okay, that's, I think, the curtain area that we saw before, because that's one of the time things, and I was like, oh, weird, the door's still closed. It's after 1400. The sign said reserved starting 1400. Why isn't anyone in the mess hall?
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk
Thanks, Kim.
or protesting something somewhere, or laying low after the, lynching.
Whatever he may feel about you, he can't miss the opportunity to throw you a look of what he assumes is shared understanding. Go with it.
Yes, I think I see.
Yeah. The union guys think they're untouchable. They probably fucking killed that guy or something, and now think they can hide out till it all blows over, and it's fair weather again in Martinez.
I mean, right now, I love the lighting here. Presumably from a disco ball. Right now, one would assume that the natural direction of investigation is that this is related to union in some way. Either they did it, or it was the strike breakers that did it, or the corporation, or something like that. May not turn out to be that at all, but it certainly seems that the direction we're going to investigate first. And I still have the flashlight. Every now and again, he's got to be reminded. We get a +1 to our conversation skills if we flash the light directly into his eyes.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
So there's this mysterious blue steel door at the back of the kitchen. I wish I could remember how to do like the blue steel pose.
Oh yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? You have presumably the key, ...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just the frit warehouse, probably.
I'm sorry. Okay, now all of a sudden, up until now, the door stuff has been like, this is a weird thing for us to be focusing on. The fact that this door has been here, you've been here for 10 years, and you have no idea what's behind the door in the establishment you managed. Okay, now our curiosity about it seems legitimized.
Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk.
Now I need to know.
Dust. Junk and dust.
I'd assume this was like just an emergency exit before.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked
Maybe I am a
door
super cop.
in one of the cafeterias I manage.
Yes, one of the three, I remember.
So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
Something else I want to ask about.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the Whirling later.
That's some good advice. Thanks, Reaction Speed. I talked to Sylvie. She left because of me, not you. Maybe we can get bonuses on interactions with him if we tell him this.
Wait, what? But what about the bird?
The bird? I mean, I know what bird. This bird.
Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left.
Yeah, that was also me.
You broke the skewer.
Now he's really not going to let me off the debt.
I assure you it was him.
It's as if he can't decide whether to be angry or relieved that it was you again.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
Mystery, you tell me I just break things. Maybe I have a vendetta against it.
I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Symbol of hope and all.
A tender type of hope. Something still.
That's what I was just thinking.
Perhaps this is why you broke it.
All right. Did she say anything else? About me, Did she say anything about me?
She said she was flattered, it was just bad time. She said you're nice, but also her employer. I mean, come on, the power vertical here. No, we didn't really talk about you. I think she did say this. This would be a funny way to sort of like sabotage things. It's not inaccurate, but I don't think there's like that much of a power structure here. Especially like if Sylvie was fine with just leaving the place completely, you know? She did say one. One is literally true.
Really? I should give her a call then.
Yeah, you should. Man doesn't know what to say. He wipes his brow and stares at the counter.
Thanks, I guess.
Plus 30!
Was there anything else you wanted, or?
Or can you give him a moment? Somehow you realize this is not going to net you any professional
Dang it.
discounts. Already he's reverting back to defensive.
I need to sneeze. Where's my... I don't know where a tissue is. Okay. Sneeze completed. Tissue found. All right. All right. Let's deal with this. So about that money I owe you.
Yes. Have you got it?
How much do I owe you
A
again?
lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
I only found about 13 real total, and I spent a bit over $4 of it on a book. You know what? Let's talk about something else.
What? I was really enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
He sounded a little bit like Snape there. Absolutely out of the question, except better. But you know what? You know? When Rickman did Snape's voice, there was a bit of a nasal quality he injected into it. I really heard it there.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Yes!
Your body is ready, sire.
Did I see another thing? I don't think I saw another thing.
Another thing. Great. I love that. Yes.
No, I went through those. Okay.
Volumetric shit compressor. Bizarre science.
What is going on here?
Reversal West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
All endurance white checks unlocked. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Okay, so I can try my endurance checks again. That's good. I told you, someone really, they're not up today. Oh, show up eventually. Okay, yep. Okay. Well, that didn't necessarily advance like I thought it would. Summer door closed for the winter. Anything new with this lady?
Hello, sweetie.
Maybe you should go upstairs. Again.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie? I mean, you like me. I mean, the reaction speed triggered this, presumably. I know. You know, who's Sweetie? Is it me?
Why, you are.
Aw. Maybe I am. Maybe I am a sweetie.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
No, I'm done with mating rituals this time around. I don't know. Maybe I have. Oh, let's totally flirt with her. I don't know. Maybe I have.
You rascal. I'm too old for you, and too married besides.
Your advances haven't thrown her off one bit. In another place and time, she would have probably welcomed your attention.
Oh, heal first. Lord, having reduced health hurts her endurance check. Well, that's good to know.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
Did you? I mean, we got your name listed here. I thought we got some info before, but maybe not.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Okay.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Yes! How'd you like to roll with me? Oh, boo! Boo! I don't know, but I don't know where I am, what I'm doing. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? You know what? How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchair partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers? Sequence killers different from serial killers?
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
It's okay, we can form a throuple, it's alright.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Tim, of course, I forgot I had you. No! I know, but there are also side mysteries. Sequence killers and forays into the paranatural.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
Why? 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair accessible.
That's true, we have encountered many stairs already.
I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
You do seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
What a shitty thing, but I want to go through all the dialogue.
A paraplegic is someone with limited...
Yes, no kidding.
ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
I like how we're going to bring up the concept of a grenade seemingly out of nowhere. Grenade? Did you fight in a war?
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty.
Were you a tightrope walker?
Nothing so extravagant, dear. Though what young girl doesn't dream of soaring over a crowd?
What did you do then?
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company.
Go on.
You'd think it would be a safe job,
Yeah.
but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding.
This doesn't strike me as a sort of world setting where workman's comp is much of a thing.
I was lucky.
Oh!
This was almost 20 years ago, and I was
Consider me
compensated
corrected.
exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
Maybe things used to be better. Sorry, it was rude of me to mention the wheelchair. Please, let's move on.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing, or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
I drank so hard, I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
The Whirling Rags cafeteria was on my keys. This feels like a conversation we should have had immediately, but I thought we did talk to her. Maybe there was more to do. I think she said, like, oh, there's someone waiting for you, and just directed us to Kim immediately. But maybe after meeting Kim, I could have started this convo right away, because this does feel like an earlier one. Yeah, she said talk to Kim first. We were redirected.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
I mean... in hell. We're all in hell.
We're in the city of Revachol, dear.
I mean, we'll get some more lore about the place. I honestly don't know diddly squat about Revachol. I feel like I'm imitating her manner of speech. Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world.
Is it?
We're fortunate to be here.
Are we?
I haven't seen very many other cities personally.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
Just a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am.
There. The year is 51, and spring has only just started.
Yeah, we know that because we saw the calendar upstairs.
The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
So this is interesting because it's a way to dump the lore. Some kind of democracy, maybe. I'd like to think it's a dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Lasers and cowards before us are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionaries. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners, and women. Cop. We're living under the cop regime. I'd like to think it's a dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition.
This is new info.
We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
It's almost giving me like the Berlin divided in four kind of vibe, you know?
But they still have cops.
Yeah, if there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
What's this revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What does this have to do with there not being any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things?
And I'm just a poor boy. Nobody loves me. So, how did I do?
You didn't do too well, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering
I
reality.
literally don't know my own name.
It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor,
I'm about as fresh as can be.
bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Who can tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
He turns to the lieutenant.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course.
Kim, I love you for exactly who you are. Never change.
Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money?
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
I honestly don't even know if I'm getting paid for this.
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad, lost person on this earth.
Shit. I have 4 minutes left on our red check penalty. Any chance this would take up 4 minutes? Maybe we could ask again later. What is a paycheck? I haven't seen any paychecks.
You must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you. Maybe you should talk to Everard, the union leader.
Interesting idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe
I think we just advanced 3 minutes.
out of his pocket.
Oh, I thought we advanced 3 minutes, but it says 3 minutes remaining. I'll just change the subject for now. I mean, not that I really want to take her money, but I'm curious about doing the role, and it's actually one we should succeed.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry I don't have money for you.
Okay,
If there's
still there.
anything else I can do for you, just ask.
I gotta get going.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Hey,
Who? Me?
yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Oh, I know what I got confused. I saw the 57 for our money. So when I went to like 00 over here, I thought 3 minutes had passed. I was looking at the money, not there. Anyway, you're ready to start building communism again. Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've
Maybe I am that Mazlov guy.
hasn't really worked out yet.
Reincarnated.
Neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
I mean, you can't argue with that.
So, what about all that communism you've promised to build?
Did I promise it?
Word on the street is you've woken up from 1,000 years of slumber, promising to erect a version of communism many times greater than any attempted before. Is that true?
How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I mean, I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those yet.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind.
Listen, Rhetoric, you need to hang out with chill is what you need to hang out with. I know it's not chill, but you know what I mean?
Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
What? Wait, what is this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world.
I'm not sure where this came from exactly, but okay.
You alone, against every living thing, against every human.
That sounds like a lot of work.
800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
I feel like Rhetoric is convincing me. It is quite the effective speech Rhetoric's pulling out over here. I'm the last communist?
Now get to work, comrade.
Fuck it, let's do it. Roll up your sleeves and start building communism.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
I'm sorry. Wait, what? Firing squads? You didn't say anything about those.
Too late to back out now. You can't